And welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Zombie.
Yeah. So, what is new? What is all the rage these days?
Uh, where to start? Well, we'll just jump into tonight's topic.
Yeah.
Uh, Friday, I think it was last Friday. Yeah, the Horsemen revealed the All Star 6 stuff, which was pretty dang cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do this here. We're at Source Horseman. If I can type. Okay. So this is the main website that you can find pretty much all their stuff. Well, all their stuff. Everything. Everything.
A good
And
bit
then,
of stuff.
where is it? Not Cosmic. Where am I going? Help me out here. What am I looking for?
So go to Mythic Legions Waves, and then you can scroll down. It'd probably be right
All
there,
Stars
All Star
6.
6. Yep.
Yeah, so okay. So first of all, tell me what we're looking at here. What are you excited about?
All of it. Hey, Mike, what's happening? Where to begin? Oh, jeez. I love all of it. I want all in.
Right?
I'm working on it. I haven't placed my order yet. Yep, there's Mike. Hey, Mike. Geez, I don't know. Pick one. We'll talk.
Okay.
So let's start with.
This
let's start with. Okay, we'll go with the big
nuts.
guy. We're not going to go over the bio and all that kind of stuff. You can
This
go over
immediately drew my attention.
Yeah,
it's
that.
Like, hey, pay attention to me.
Everybody latched onto this guy. I think he was the last one that they showed.
Yeah.
This is an ogre scale, so he's bigger. He's
he's a beefy dude.
Grab one. He's gonna be this size. Get centered. So he's a big guy.
Hang on. Let's do this.
So this is the ogre scale, and then here's the standard size figure. So he's gonna be big.
Yeah,
he's a guy like this.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just Yep, show stealer.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely stole the show. I mean, all the other stuff is great, but when they revealed him,
it really is. So
when I was watching the live, and the comments was just if you took your phone and scrolled through a message, it just went.
Such a beauty.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this guy. He looks absolutely fantastic.
Perfection. I mean, he's got some cool accessories too, so nothing to.
And one of the things that I want to do is I want to put the skull that comes with Sir Uxet from the Necronominus wave on this guy. I mean, that's a badass looking helmet, but
yeah,
I haven't seen anybody do a Photoshop of that yet, and I really want to see that.
Yeah, I hear that. Yep, can't wait for Eric to customize it.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I've got a few ideas. I might need more than one of this guy.
Yeah, so we'll back up here. It's got some really cool belt packs that I think will add a lot of versatility to the line. I mean, in general.
Oh, without a doubt.
They come with belts as it is, but these just have so much variation, and it
That standard belt that they all came with.
yeah,
It just let me grab one. It's a simple loop
yeah,
with another like loop on it. So
yeah,
there's no buckle. There's a little bit of sculpted detail into it to make it look like leather.
mm-hmm.
But those have like buckles and rivets and all kinds of wonderful texture. It's going to be fantastic to add those to older figures that just came with those basic belts.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks so cool. So cool. But okay, so anyway, what was the main thing that you wanted to look at? I mean, we got bone wings. What was it that what was one of the things that drew your eye in particular?
Uh, it's hard to pick a favorite because they're all great.
Yeah.
um, I mean, I'm partial to skeletons. I mean, so that the berserker here, get me off of the screen here. You just stared at me. Where's the?
Oh no!
How do we get that back? There we go. Okay, the skeleton raider. I couldn't remember. He's another standout for me. That one, it's just got that classic, like.
Yeah, it does. I can see that.
You know, he's with the helmet and the shield and the sword, and
it honestly reminds me of this guy. Just a dead version of him.
Who you got? Oh, Conan.
Conan. That's exactly what it looks like.
Dead Conan.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to be happy about that joke.
But yeah, Skeleton Raider. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
I think
he's technically not a Legion builder, but you could totally Legion build this guy. You
could
totally army build him. It doesn't matter if they all look the same or not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at those like the old style movies and stuff, and that's what you see. Like that's what the heroes are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And the little dwarf skeleton, I mean, that was kind of a given. I think everybody knew that the dwarf skeleton was coming. That scally bone splitter.
Mm.
Yeah, that one. Ever since the tuberculi got revealed for Necronominous wave, and Eric Shredaway mentioned that the thighs on that were dwarf sized. I think everybody knew, like, okay, we're getting a dwarf skeleton.
Yeah. This thing is so freaking cool. I love it.
Little badass.
Yeah.
And I love that he comes with that hammer too.
Yeah.
I think dwarf, and I think axes and hammers and stuff. So it's kind of it's cool to see that.
Yeah. I mean, the sword is okay, but it's not my go-to weapon to display them with. But
I love that they're giving us the matching pauldron with that skull on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm painting one right now. You don't have to zoom in on me, but I'm painting one now in colors. You can guess what I'm going to be making with him. But that came from the Gladiator Deluxe Legion builder, and he only came with that one on that one side.
Yeah.
So to get both of them, that's a real treat for me. I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay, so this one I think is cool too. The First Risen Thoracis. This dude, he's so cool. I love his tattered look. I mean, especially with like the bones showing through, and it just looks incredible.
I agree. One of the first things that struck me though was his color scheme. Now I live down here in the South, so Mardi Gras is kind of a big thing. I live in Louisiana, and he is Mardi Gras colors. He's got purple, green, and yellow or gold. So I'm like, he's a Mardi Gras skeleton. That's
He
the first
really
thing
is.
that popped into my head. I'm like, no, no, no.
Oh boy, it's got some interesting accessories though.
Look at all of those hands.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that they're doing that too with a
yeah.
lot of figures. They're adding in those extra hands.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so much need. They're so needed. It's just insane. I like the feet too. Those are
Yeah,
really awesome.
okay, so I'm kind of known for doing feet in the third party
Mm-hmm.
world, and yeah, I've had so many people over the past few years say, "Hey, nobody's made skeleton feet. We need skeleton feet." I'm like, "No, I'm pretty sure those are coming," so I never made them.
Let's see. Deluxe builder. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's almost the whole skeleton hands and feet pack from the Necronominus wave. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, almost. I think it's missing maybe one or two sets, and he would come with like the whole pack.
yeah. It's awesome. But yeah, I really like that one. Let me go back.
And he's labeled as the first risen. So I mean, and in his bio, it talks about how he is, one of the children of Necronominus, and
Okay.
it's going to be so cool to have because there's six children. Um, the first guy we looked at, the big guy, he's
Mm-hmm.
like the sixth child of, or I think I don't know, I might it was fifth or sixth one,
Hmm.
but it's going to be really really cool to see everybody's pictures of all of those together
Yeah.
with Necronominus, and I'm really looking forward to that. I hope Nate, 1/6 shooter, does some really good pictures once he gets all of them together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, the big guy. He's the baby. I guess he's the youngest.
Yeah. Darius Long. Great. Interesting. Yeah, that's insanely cool. I haven't read the bio yet, so I was just reading through it. It's yeah.
Well, we're not going to read the bios in full. They can go to
Yep.
sourcehorseman.com to go and check out. That's all there, all the information you could ever
Yeah.
want on any of these, and you keep up with. They give you regular updates on, when things are in production, and
Mm-hmm.
if there's any kind of changes to any of the products that they've gone through and announced.
Speaking of changes, um, we'll just address Deacon. Um,
All right,
there was
get him
some.
back on the screen. We're not seeing him.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, this
But
was a
yeah.
hot topic for a lot of people, a
Yeah.
lot of people, and we're not going to go over the details and start all that drama again. If you know, you know. I personally think the changes were for the better because we're getting armor. Soft
Mm-hmm.
goods are cool and everything, but we're getting new armor for the horse now. And the
Yeah.
Templars, in their story, through the lore that the horsemen have created, are part of the Order of Itheron.
Mm-hmm.
So to have that as the decoration and standard on Deacon's clothing makes total sense.
Yeah.
And there's people that are bummed because the crosses are gone, but there's plenty of third party people out there that make soft goods for the figures and the horses. They're out there. You can get them. That's all part of the customizing fun of these figures. If you don't
Yeah.
like something, you can always change it.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, the cross is still there technically. It's in there, but
There is,
it's
and
just
that's
not a
that's
prominent
that's
thing. But
that's part of the faction symbol for the
right,
Order of
right.
Itheron. So it totally fits.
Yeah, it makes sense, but you know, it is a little it is a little bit of a bummer. But hey, I think it's great. I especially really digging this new armor piece,
Yeah.
and I guess that's a face mask. That's a face mask too, right?
Yeah, and that's probably two separate pieces. So the
Right.
piece that goes over the head, and then you'll have a piece. The
The,
mains pop out, and then that'll probably just pop right into
right.
that hole for the peg hole.
Yeah.
So it won't hinder the articulation at all. Let's see. Billy says, and the armor piece was from a future wave, so it's like a teaser. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're getting parts earlier than expected.
It's awesome.
I mean, is it a bummer? You know, the soft goods that were removed from it by C. Jessam. You know, it yeah, kind of, because
But I
I
mean,
know
they can just.
they did work pretty hard on getting everything just right, and they looked
Mhm.
great. You know, but it had to change.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand, but it really had to. Yeah, I agree, Jess. Yes, the skull head pack.
Mhm.
Are they? Who are they calling it? Undead head pack? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Undead head pack, but
Undead head pack. Yeah, it's the majority of it's skulls with a couple of
yeah.
zombies. Who cares? Whatever. It's still cool.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, are these different sizes? Like, are these all the same,
So
like
these are
sort of
all
112 or
1.0. So the standard Mythic Legion size
okay, right?
heads. They're not ogre scale. They're not 2.0 scale. You could probably fudge them on a 2.0 figure, you know,
Yeah,
depending on what type of custom or pop and swap you're trying to do. They may
yeah.
look a little big, but like for the animal skulls, that's perfectly fine. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the animals come in all shapes and sizes.
Where's the? Oh, here's. I guess this is the only pictures of these skulls, which those are really cool, and I like
Yeah,
that they have uh, severed neck
yeah, that's
thing. I
from
think.
the headless horseman
Yeah,
back. That looks like a slice of ham.
yeah, yeah. It does. Well,
Yeah,
the other one looked more like a slice of hand. This one's
yeah, that
obviously
one's
painted gray, but
yeah. The one zombie head. One of them is the Hagnon. Yeah, the
yeah,
one
this
right
one.
there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the glow in the dark ghostly figure that they've created.
yeah,
This is the first time that it's getting released painted.
yeah, yeah. But I just love these
Yeah,
other skulls.
the
They're so
vampire and the
cool.
orc. We're finally getting
Yeah,
vampire and orc skulls.
yeah, so
That
cool.
I made orc skulls myself just
Right.
from casting and stuff way back from the first series of the Mythic Legions. I was like, I have to. I can't not do this.
Yeah. Now,
Let's
okay,
see.
so
Who you want to do next?
okay, so let's just dive into the ones that we already have received. Um, Bothar Shadowhorn, I think, or both are whatever. Uh, I'll let Travis be the
Yeah, Mike, I know what you mean.
correct
Uh,
me on that.
so many skeletons. Bothar is Bothar. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on, I guess, your accent and your region.
Hmm.
Yeah. So he won one of the votes for the All Star rounds of voting that fans got to vote for.
Yeah.
And
And
deservedly so. He's a great
yeah,
figure, great
he
looking
really is.
figure. He was one of my favorites from the very first wave of Mythic Legions.
Yeah.
Um,
He was one that
he
I
was
never got because I came into the line at much later. But yeah, I was
oh
excited to get him.
when they were revealing the pictures and stuff, because they didn't show all of the figures all at once during the Kickstarter.
Right.
Um, but he was one that like I locked on and I was going, oh, it's so cool. Whoop, there you go.
Howdy. Yep.
There he
Howdy.
is. There we go. What's up, man? How you doing? What time is it there? Is it late or early? I know him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in Australia.
Oh wow, jeez.
Australia.
Well, thanks for
I was
tuning in,
probably
mate.
terrible. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it. We lost the screen. There we go. Yeah, Bothar. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you think?
I say both are. Both are.
It is 9:20 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's really cool, and so I'm excited about that one. That fans are able to get him. I also wanted Gorthok, um, because
Yes.
he's such a cool orc.
Yes. Yes.
He's literally one of my favorite orcs, and it's just like I've never been able to get my hands on him, and it's just like,
See, I have the original release from
yeah.
from oh, I'm totally blanking.
Well,
What was the name? What was the name of the series that they? What was the name they gave that series?
the Covenant of Shadows.
Covenant of Shadows. Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's probably looking at the screen going, "You idiot! How could you not know that?"
I know, and then it's just like I had to look it up. It's like, wait a minute, this was released in Covenant of Shadows.
Yes.
There's an internet right here. We can.
I know. So I have the original release, and while it's really cool to have that one, his joints are very loose, especially the hips. The hips are very loose, as were most of the figures from that line. So
from that wave, I mean,
have a chance to get one with better paint quality and better joints is an absolute must.
Yeah.
Even if you have that original, it's just going to be so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think another one that I have missed out on, but I'm not. Never mind. I totally forgot what I was going to say.
So, did you vote when they did the All Stars vote?
Yeah.
Were any of these that you voted for? Did they make it? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I remember. I remember being like, "Oh yeah, I want Shadowhorn," and you know, it's just like I wanted all of these figures, so I'm just happy they all made it in.
So let's stick with the All-Star vote winners. Go over to Clavian.
Yeah.
I will say I did not vote for Clavian. I did not vote for both Bothar, and I did not vote for Gorthok.
Yeah.
I did vote for the other one that won. And a lot of people were excited about this one because they didn't make any more red skeletons for the Necronominous wave.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only other red skeleton in this wave that you can get. And I love how like they have that Fury Clan like sub race.
Yeah.
And they said, you know, it's not just limited to orcs, which was the first one that they released. So a lot of people are going to add this to their Fury Clan. They're like, this is my Fury Clan skeleton, even though it doesn't say he's Fury Clan.
Yeah.
Actually, he is labeled as a toxic or poisonous skeleton. And if you go read his bio and everything, they can craft weapons out of their bones, and their bones will grow back. So I always pictured them.
Yeah, lethally poisonous. That's awesome.
Yeah. So a lot of people say Scaphoid's like the first toxic skeleton that they did. Actually, it's not. It's Clavian here.
Yeah. I still like my version of you know, the one with the huge spikes that I customize. I still like that version. It's just like, yeah, that would be awesome.
So what they call the alumni winner is go down a little bit, and it is Sir Ignatius next to the Templar. That one I did vote for, and my reason See, I've got the original. I've got all the original Kickstarter figures in some form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And the plastic and paint that he's made out of is great. The pictures cannot capture that luster. I don't care how good of a photographer you are, it just cannot capture what it actually looks like in your hands. My reason for voting for him is because he is part of the Order of Etheron. You can see the crest on his shield right there.
Yeah.
And the Necronominous wave is the Order of Etheron versus what do they call it? Convocation of Necronominous or something like that. So
something like that.
That's the two opposing factions. So I was so excited when they revealed that he won the alumni vote for that reason alone. And then this gives the opportunity for a lot of other people to get this figure in hand because they're probably looking at the pictures going, why is he's just another knight? He's got the same old helmet. He's got the same old accessories. Trust me, when you get it in hand, if you go all in, which you should, and you get this guy in hand, you'll get it.
Yeah.
That light bulb will go off, and you're like, this is a fantastic looking figure.
Yeah. There was another one with that same paint scheme. What was her name? It was a girl.
Gadriella.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers was similar. It's not the exact same. His has more of a gold tint to his the pearlescent part of his armor, and hers leans a bit more to the white.
Okay.
But they totally match. I can see a sub group like maybe a party or something put together with Sir Ignatius, Gadriel, Sir Uxak, and I like to throw in what's his name? He's the dwarf, Sir. Give me a second. Let me think. He was a Kickstarter exclusive. Sir Valgard. Even though his armor is more gold, he still has like that gold and purple, and there's a little bit of white in there on him. And I can see like them being in a party together, like an adventure party.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Wonder is there a search?
So yeah, I'm sitting here trying to control it from my end. That's not gonna work. So go to Mythic Legions.
Okay.
And go to
factions and characters.
Well, you could go there, but you could also go to Mythic Checklist.
Okay.
So, yeah, and that lists all of them, all across the board. So you can look them up by name in their alphabetical order. So which one are you looking for?
The one you were just talking about.
Okay, so go down to the S's.
S. Helps if I can spell.
You're almost there.
Oh.
So
Nope. Oh, well, there's Sir Gideon.
A little bit more. Right there, second one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I totally see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got a lot more gold in his armor. His beard's white, but he's got that purple color too.
Yeah.
And this was the Kickstarter exclusive. So he's not available for purchase anywhere.
Yeah.
Every now and then, though, the Horsemen, they do giveaways and stuff, and I think they still have like a stash of him, maybe a case or something by this point. But they'll surprise people and like give one away.
Yeah. Yes.
He's one that I think they should do a second version of, just in slightly different colors or whatever. Maybe give him more of that pearlescent paint, the gold highlights and the purple ribbing and stuff, just to separate the look, and it still be him. Give him a different head. There's other dwarf heads now besides that one from, the overuse and use with the barbarian builder pack and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Maybe I'll do a custom.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'll make one and go, see here, guys, you could do this.
yeah,
You don't even need to mention me. Just take the idea.
yeah, yeah, that would be cool. Like, I don't know, like to have. Let's see. I'm sure there's someone that we can talk about.
Well, let's go back to the All Star 6 because we didn't.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're not done with that yet.
Yeah, we didn't go through all of them guys. So okay, so wait, let's go back up to the top. Go to the bone wings. So these bone wings, these are new. So if you've got bone wings now in your collection, or if you've seen the bone wings, those are actually an older design from the Gothotropolis line that predates Mythic Legions, and they carried those over into Mythic Legions. These wings are new. These are the wings that come with the Necronominus figure.
Right.
So these are bigger, and I think these might have an extra point of articulation on them. I'm not sure. I've asked the question, and it's never really been addressed. But I think, see, like with the old ones, you've got the hinge right there. But then I think close to where like the finger shapes of everything, there might be something going on there. Okay. But instead of it just being a simple hinge, there may be a swivel there. I don't know, but if you zoom in on the pictures and look at it yourself, there looks like one that might be there.
Yeah. Is that zooming in? Or is it just... Okay. I wasn't sure if it transferred over as well.
Yeah, so they said that these are about the size of your hand. So, yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how big a fella you are. Yeah. My hands are not that big, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, geez.
I have artist hands. Okay, let's see. Who have we not talked about? Sir Andrew. Oh, I love this figure. I absolutely love this figure.
I see. This is one that I didn't think was all that cool. Like, it's like, yeah, it's cool, but
colors and everything. And at first, when I saw him, I thought the color of his armor was more like I love that effect though. One of the ones that I was hoping would have won, Sir Galeron, which is another underappreciated figure. You just can't capture the essence of that figure in pictures. Yeah. I haven't seen a picture yet that does it. So I thought his main color shared that, but Joe Vaspolo actually said that the copper is a little bit more closer to the gold skeleton Legion builder from the first wave.
Wow.
So it's more of a brighter copper, whereas Sir Galeron has a bit of it's almost like a violet copper color. So I thought that was kind of a neat little tidbit of information. Yeah, the soft goods on Sir Andrew. He comes with a second head. It's an amazing looking figure, and the flame effects.
Yeah, the flame effects definitely just are amazing. And
look,
that alone makes me want to buy the figure.
So the flame effect there that you're hovering over, that's the same one they said that comes with the Aether figure. It's just this
it looks like
blue.
A fire, but it looks like a fire type effect, but
that slips over the sword.
Yeah. Yeah. What about these? What are these two?
That is, if you remember from the Poxus wave, the wizards that they did. Yeah. Those are like spell casting effects and everything, but the way that they're used here, it's like it's an extra flame effect.
Oh, okay. So like he extends his sword and those flames. come
Yeah,
out or
well,
something.
he's a pyromancer, so he uses magic and stuff too. So
Wow, look at this detail on
yeah,
this cape. Wow, yeah, you know, I definitely just overlooked this because that's definitely really nice.
and that's easy to do. That's a common thing with the Mythic Legions line. People look at it and go, "Yeah, I'm not really into that and
Yeah,
everything," and then they start seeing pictures of in hand from people, and they're going, "I can't believe I passed on that figure."
right. That's exactly how I feel. It's just like just looking at him, his face and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, all right, whatever. So it's another night guy, whatever, and move on to the cool skeletons and stuff. It's just like, oh no, yeah, I don't
Yes,
know.
Sir Andrew is the character Jon Snow from the Game of Thrones. I can see that.
Yeah,
And the
he
order
he
he
actually
belongs
looks
to,
like Jon Snow.
and the order he belongs to is basically the Night's Watch. Yeah, actually, it's their. He is the group's name is the Repentant, I believe. So he's they're kind of like the Night's Watch from Game of
Yeah,
Thrones. They're people that may have done some not so great things, and
yeah,
they're kind of given the choice: go to prison or go to war and fight for us.
yeah. That's insanely cool.
I imagine he either ignites it or does the hand run across it and lights up. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I never thought of it like that, but yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, like how they did
yeah, like how he's
on
got
Game of
he's got
Thrones.
he's got like the sword, and then he does like that,
Yeah,
like, and then it lights.
dude, that would. Ah, crap. I want that just so I can use it on like the Sword of Omens. Just
Oh, the blue flame.
yeah, just because I think I mean he's shot like lightning type thing from it before. So anyway,
Oh, are you talking about like the swirly or all of it? You're probably talking about
yeah,
all of
just
it.
all of it.
Well, if I get some extras, I'll send them to you.
Nice,
I'm
appreciate
always
it.
doing stuff with customs and all that. So,
Yeah,
and I mean, I'll have access to extras, is what I'm saying eventually.
yeah,
So even if you can't get the figure, I know a guy.
right. I know a couple guys. I know a couple guys that I want to get on here actually. Both of them actually. So, um, Travis from Omega,
Yep.
and
Yep.
want to get Len on here as well because I think
Yep.
that's really cool.
All right. So
So
let's
who else? Oh yeah,
Sir
we haven't
Enoch.
talked about Sir Enoch.
Sir Enoch. Yes. The soft goods on this guy
Yeah,
are chef kiss.
I know it is magnificent. I mean, and I'm not like a Templar guy. Like I didn't they didn't grab me initially, but man, this one is just so exceptional. It's like
Oh, I've got where am I? I've got a few on the shelf. So I'm not like a huge. Yeah, where am I? Here we go. You can kind
yeah,
of see the red crosses back there. So
hmm
I've got a couple, and I've done a few customs and everything of the Templars, but they're
yeah,
nothing like this. I
yeah.
mean,
This is insane.
uh,
Like the detail work on the shield is insanely good. Like just look at that.
yeah, I love how they've gone back and redesigned those basic shields with more detail in it and
Oh yeah,
everything.
and like look at this gauntlet.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like
there's so much
wow.
more detail.
Yeah. I
There
mean,
isn't
and
a
this
thing.
relatively just a simple gauntlet that's on every single one of these figures, but this is like really
Well,
detailed and stuff.
that was a new piece introduced in the
Well, right,
Necronomicon
but
actually. So it's not that it's not this one.
it's not the same old, but
Yeah,
it is
it's got just like that
essentially.
stripe down it. It's got a little bit more detail onto it.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. He should have the same head as Sir Alderic from Necronominus, so he can use his alt skull faceplate. Yeah, that's true. Or is it Sir Elijah? Which it's going to be one of them. It'll be one of them. I think for Sir Enoch it's Sir Elijah, and then for Sir Andrew it would be the other guy. I totally just spaced on his name. You're in Cosmic.
Yeah, I realize that.
That's another show.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah, Sir Andrew. Yeah, thank you. I spaced. There's so many names.
Yeah, so many. And they're all like absolutely wild. You know, so it's like,
yes, we need a female knight called Moneypenny to go with Enoch. I love that. Yes, we do.
Who's the other guy you're talking about?
Okay, so Sir Elijah. So we're gonna scroll down to the S's again.
Okay. Sir.
And he is part of the Necronominus wave. Okay, so he is. Hold on. Wait, right there. Top line, all the way to the right. Go up.
Here we go.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
So the thing about some of these figures and this is the Necronominus wave. This is the All Star 6 wave.
Right.
This was the wave prior. Some of the figures have, like with that, for his standard head, he's got that chainmail cap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they also, his face is just pegged into that. So that can come out. And they're including a skull with it. Oh. So, yeah, if you look there on that picture, it'll show it in the top corner. So it's just
cool.
It's think faceplate, but it's not going over his face. You pop the face out, and then you put that skull plate in. That will probably work on the other one, the Sir Old Dude from All Star 6, and I can't remember the name.
So that reminds me of the faceplates. Remind me of this.
Oh,
technology,
yes.
And it's just like that is brilliant because it gives so much variation, and you can just include a simple faceplate, and boom, you have a new thing altogether. I think that's really cool. Where's my?
Yes, Sir Sean Connery. That's how could I forget? I'm not doing an impression. I don't do impressions, people. Everything comes out sounding like Elmo. I'm not doing it. Let's see. Was that it? Did we hit all of them from?
I think we did.
Let's go back. Waves released.
Waves released.
There you go.
And then All Star 6.
Then we scroll. All Star 6.
Yeah, we got him.
Got all of them. And got all of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
So we touched on all of them, but
so yes, that's so this is the website sourcehorseman.com.
Yeah.
But if you want to pull up the store, go to storehorseman.com. And that's where you pre-order this right now.
Store Horseman. There we go.
Yep. And I believe they said July 9th was the last day to get your order in.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got
4
weeks.
Totally didn't realize they also are offering the black and brown belts, 2 different.
Oh yes, the belt pack, yeah. They come in black or brown, 2 separate packs.
Yeah,
I don't think it's 1 pack. I think it's 2 separate packs.
Yeah, it's 2 separate packs.
Yeah. So, if you want to, Dustin, go over and go to the store.
What do you mean by store? Or go?
Pull it up. Pull the store up. Like we're on Source Horseman right now.
No, we're on Store Horseman.
Are we? No.
Oh, okay.
I'm
It's
still
because
staring at. I'm staring at. I'm not pronouncing his name.
Baradoc.
Not gonna do it.
All right, let me switch to. All right, so stop screen, and then I will share screen, and so weird. Source. Store Horseman.
Whoop, they jumped on me. Looking forward to seeing someone pop Disabolus's head. You're gonna make me say it. Baradash. Baradash's body. Yep, that's a cool idea. Mike agrees.
Oh, okay. I see Barodash. Oh well.
Billy for the save.
And he said I made that up.
We'll go into that Baradash.
I think it's pronounced Baradoc. Baradoc.
Baradoc.
Baradoc.
Murdoch.
Baradoc.
So this is we're at the
yeah.
store. So yeah, so you
store
to order these, you go to the store,
Yeah.
you enter the shop.
Yeah.
Let's see, let me put this up. This is at Store Horseman, not Source, storehorseman.com. And
Yep.
you can order these individually, or if you want everything, and you should, you could go all in, and it's $495 plus tax where applicable, plus shipping.
Yeah.
You're not getting away from not paying shipping. Come on, you know that.
Yeah.
During the reveal, I just kept going, stop showing new stuff. I can't afford all this.
I didn't watch it for that particular reason.
Uh,
Well, actually, I also was podcasting, but there was another reason that was just like, yeah, I can't get invested in this. It's just because I can't do it.
so much good stuff.
Yeah. Yep. It's so good. So you have a pop and swap, right? You want to do one of those pop and swaps? You got one prepared?
I do, kind of in the spirit of Necronominus and All Stars Wave. And Billy brings up a good point. You know, if you don't know, now you do. The all-ins typically ship first because they are packaged that way at the factory.
Right.
You get one of each of everything in the box if you go all in. There was probably only one time where all-ins did not ship. And it was because of, you know, all of the stuff going on during the COVID crisis.
During COVID, yeah.
So some of the factories weren't operating at 100%, and there was a few of the bigger characters that there was a delay on, so it slowed everything else down. So the bigger characters, so like the bigger characters, I mean, like you know, the horses or the trolls or the ogres, things like that. If they're included in the waves and there's a mix-up at the factory for whatever reason, that could happen.
Yeah,
it could get delayed a bit. And with the wave that happened with, if you had ordered extras with your all-in, those extras, they ended up getting them at the warehouse, and they went ahead to make room at the warehouse, shipped them all out.
Yeah.
That is the only time I've ever seen all-ins not ship first. And it was totally outside of their control. The horseman could not help that. It is just kind of happened, and it is what it is. It happened. But moving forward, they've been pretty good. If you've got an all-in, it goes out the door first. All they got to do is look up your information, print a shipping label on it, and it's out. It's out the door.
Yeah.
FedEx or the USPS comes and picks it up, and they put it in the system, and it's on its way to you. Now, in the event that you get an all-in and you get extras, if you order that in the same order, which you can do, you will get your all-in first. Those extra figures will not be in that box. They will ship them separately.
Yep.
Shipping is factored in, in the store. If you do an all-in and then you back out and you go, oh, wait, I wanted to add some more stuff to it. And then you add some more stuff to it. And then you notice your shipping has changed. That is because the store factors in, okay, the price for shipping for this one all-in box is this much. And because we're having to ship the extras that you order separately, this will be the charge for those once they get to the warehouse, sorted, packed, and then they're out the door. Yeah. So your shipping, in a sense, is combined in your order, so you don't have to worry about, am I going to have to pay shipping a little bit later for those extra things? No, you won't. It's all done when you place that first order.
Yeah.
But long story short, all-ins go out the door first. Okay, my pop and swap. Since we are doing Necronominus, and the All-Star 6 is kind of an extension of the Necronominus wave.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pickup I got from Omega Level Toys. It is Tibius. I should have known that. I shouldn't have had to look. And I'm going to do an upgraded version of Tibius.
This should be exciting.
It's not going to be too complicated. I'm not doing any kind of painting on it or anything. This is a pop and swap. So I'm taking 2 factory figures and just combining pieces, mixing them around. I should have took him out of the box before this.
It's all good. Oh, dude, I just snip those things because, man, sometimes they're twisted one way and then they twist them a different way, and it's just like,
see, I don't because the nature of Mythic Legions and the way things go, there are people that they get their figures and then they take them out and they play with them and everything. The packages are made so that you can put the figures back in, right, and seal them back up. So I could not tell you how many times I've had people ask, hey, do you have the accessory bags too? Like if they're, I've got the empty boxes or whatever. And I'll send some of the empty boxes out to people that want to repackage their stuff for whatever reason. Maybe they want to put it on the wall. Maybe they're wanting to sell their stuff or whatever, and they don't have the box. They're looking for the accessory bags, and they're looking for the twist ties. So I never cut these.
Well, I figure it's figures that I'm keeping, so I just go ahead and clip them. But so I didn't at first.
I do when I open them. I just give just a little cut, so I don't cut it all the way out or whatever. Yeah. No, this is just me. This is what I do. But I need to open it because I need to get some of his accessories out, because that's going to be part of the final look for him.
Right.
All right. Put that to the side. So I have him. Here's Tibius. This is how he comes straight out of the box.
Yep.
Look at those thighs.
Them sexy thighs.
All right. So, let's see. So, what am I going to be mixing him with? I happen to have an extra Xylarnian Guard.
Nice.
So, I'm going to mix those two together.
Ah, that's fun.
So it's not going to be too difficult. It's not going to be too complicated. It's going to be pretty easy. Uh, Arm just pops off at the glove, the gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. Really, I probably should heat these, but these are easy enough to pull off. The parts that I'm going to be mixing, I want to keep the bones on him, so I'm going to be mixing those 4 arms with the gloved hands. Pop those on. Whoops. It came out at the elbow.
Mhm.
Let's see, and that's okay if that happens. You just shove that back in.
Yeah.
So you're left with this. All right, and then that plugs in. So I've got him with the gloves now, and you probably know where I'm going with this for the other part. He's getting the boots too.
Nice.
So let me just, that's the soft goods that come on that Falernian guard. Just pop them apart. All right, now for these pieces, I am going to use a little bit of heat. I do not have hot water, so I'm going to use my heat gun. If it's too loud, Dustin, just mute me while I'm using this.
He is a professional.
Is that too loud? We good?
Yep, it's all good.
Okay. So I'm going to keep moving this so I don't melt the plastic. This is a heat gun. It is a lot hotter than a hair dryer, which you can use a hair dryer perfectly fine. I just want to warm up this plastic enough to where I can pull the leg apart at the knee. Yeah, I'm going to heat it up a little bit more. It's not coming out too easily. Hot water is probably the safest option. I have melted a few pieces with this heat gun. So you really have to use caution.
Yeah.
With heat guns. And his foot came out. That's not what I wanted. Okay, this piece is being kind of stubborn. I've never had one be this difficult before. Okay, so this is just this is one of my sculpting tools. I just kind of I put it under that part, help kind of push that piece off.
Yeah.
That was a really stubborn one.
It usually doesn't matter what type of hair dryer. Am I reading that right?
Let's see. For a newbie like me, does it matter what type of hair dryer, or is there one more preferred? One with multiple heat settings, because you don't always want to go high heat.
Yeah.
Low and slow is the best way to go. For this, there's 2 settings on this. There is high. High will absolutely melt this plastic, so yeah. I always go with low. But this is Tim Toolman Taylor's hair dryer, so you don't want to. If you use a heat gun, you really, you see, I'm moving it. I'm constantly moving it. You don't want to do this. Don't do this. That's a fast way to melt plastic with a heat gun. Always keep it moving, even with a hair dryer. You want to move it around and try and distribute the heat equally as you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I think mine is like a Revlon hair dryer that I use. I just took my wife's and she doesn't use it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So this one isn't wanting to come off as easily either. I've done this 100 times, if not more. And tonight, I get where Jeremy Gerard comes from now whenever he's trying to do this on his show. And he's like, that's not coming off like it should. And I'm at home going, just pull on it. Jeremy, I feel your pain.
So going back, we have Really Big Kid 72 says he's going to get his wife to make kilts for a few of his Mythic Legions figures. The ones with bare legs, skeletons and such, plain on the front,
Ooh,
pleated on the back.
that's a cool idea. I like that. There we go. That one popped off. That was a satisfying little pop.
Oh, yeah. These later Mythic Legions are stiffer than previous ones. Hot water works well. Yeah.
Yeah. Hot water is definitely the better way to go here. You boil the water and then put the water in something like an old coffee cup. Mm-hmm. And then you can dunk your pieces in that. Never put the figure in the pot of boiling water because you run the risk of melting the plastic if you do.
You're right.
It can be done, but it's best not to, because the point of contact, like if you've got this guy, you put him in a pot of boiling water or whatever, and this part of his head, say you've got him leaning in the pot like this mm-hmm. point of contact with the bottom of that pot, you're going to melt that piece.
Right.
Because it's touching the metal. It's touching the hottest part of the pot. You will melt that piece.
Yeah.
So it's best if you boil the water first and then put it in something like a coffee cup. And then you can take your piece. Like if you wanted to remove this piece of the figure's arms or whatever, you can lean him to where this much of it's in the water or whatever, and then leave it in there for a minute, maybe, and it'll soften that plastic. You can pop it right apart.
Yeah.
So, okay. That was one figure. Now I got to do his. Hopefully his comes off much easier. Let's try that. So yeah, his comes off much easier. That's what I'm used to. And this is still warm from taking it off from the other one. So I'm just going to pop that piece right in like that. And yeah, let me heat this one up.
Yeah, he just said it's best to just boil the water, and then you can easily take the figure and dunk it into like a coffee pot or a coffee mug or something like that, to answer your question.
Okay, let's see. Okay, again, for a newbie like me, hot water for how long? So bring your water to a boil. You don't have to put the figure in a bag. These stock figures, you can get them wet and they'll be fine. The paint's not going to come off. For custom painted parts, if you have to do that, definitely you don't want to get those wet most of the time, even if they're sealed, depending on the type of sealer that was used. It could damage the paint job, damage the seal.
Yeah.
But you only have to hold the pieces in for anywhere, if it's hot boiled water, 30 seconds to a minute, depending on the thickness of the piece that you have. It's just enough to soften it up so that you can pop these pieces apart and put them back together. You saw just there, I had to heat that other lower leg up to get it on him. So here we go. Here is the tibius, and now he
Nice.
has gloved hands, new gauntlets, new lower legs.
I dig it.
Then I'm going to put his pauldrons on because I really like the way he looks with those.
Yeah.
So there's kind of my start to my updated tibius. And I think that the silver here kind of sort of matches. It's a little bit darker, but that's okay because he's got a brighter silver and another darker silver on it anyway. So I think it totally fits with him.
Yeah, for sure.
And then he is a swords master or blade master or something like that in his bio or whatever. It comes with two swords. Comes with two swords. Comes with two daggers, I believe. Yeah, two daggers. So you give him both of those swords.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, come get some. Yeah, I really dig this look to him.
Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah, and then he comes with this awesome black tattered cape too. And cool story about this cape. This cape was not originally slated to come with him. During the first Kickstarter, which he was released in originally, he was just kind of this plain looking skeleton. Like he didn't have the red stripes on his skull or anything like that. He just had, this basic look to him with just the same parts that everybody else was using. And then they also had a standard Legion builder skeleton who had just a few less paint apps than he did. And people were going, yeah, I'm not getting him. I'll get the standard Legion builder skeleton because it's cheaper. It was a few dollars cheaper. And there was a few, Jeremy likes to call them digibashes and everything. Well, there was one of Tibius, and they dirtied him up a little bit more, and they put a black tattered cape on him. And the horseman must have seen it because it's almost exactly how they updated him.
Right.
So that was really cool. That was cool to see back on. This was pre-Cabal days, before Facebook. This was on the message boards.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if you just imagine it, you put that cape on him.
Yep.
That's so cool.
So cool.
But yeah, and I've got the. Let's see, he's right there. He's on my shelf. He's blurry as crap. You can't tell. I've got the original one up there. But now I really like this one, so this one's probably going to go on the shelf to replace the original, and I'll pack the original back up. But yeah, that was my little pop and swap, and I've wanted to do this for a while, and it just seemed like the perfect time now since they announced the new figures for the All Stars and everything, Necronomicon and whatnot. So I was like, I got to do this. And then for the leftover parts, I've got plans for these too. So these are not going to go to waste. They're not going up for sale. They're not going up for trade or anything. I'm totally going to make another custom with this.
Yeah.
But that's...
So we got a question.
That's a different figure for a different show.
What bodies are we looking forward to seeing the Four Horsemen make in the future?
I really hope for more full leather 2.0 parts to create thief and assassin characters. Yeah, actually, yeah. I believe it was kind of teased that they are working on some type of soft, good-looking 2.0 pieces for those characters. they hear the fans. They know what the fans want. They're working on it. It just may not be shown as fast as we'd like
Yeah.
sometimes. But I get it. You want to keep things, close to the vest. With certain things that you're working on and everything. You never want to show everything that you're doing. Pieces that I'm looking forward to. One of the things that I wish was included in that the Undead Heads pack, we got animal skulls. We didn't get tails. I wish they would have included some more animal tails. The only bone tail that we're getting officially is from the Tuberculi figure, but that one is too big for the cat or the wolf skull because it's so thick. It's so big and bony. So I wish we were getting other bone tails besides that one to go with those animal skulls.
Yeah.
Something else that I'm looking for, pieces for the line. I would like fur sculpted bare arms, legs, and chest. I would really like that. Kind of like they have on the textures for the cat heads that they do, or the minotaur heads that they do. I want to see those arms, those upper arms, those thigh pieces, maybe a bare chest. What about you, Dustin?
Yeah, I'm all for more, tails like you were saying, but I also want more expressive faces. Or like I want to see them have those poppable faces, the face plates, and yes, werewolves.
Yes, werewolves, absolutely. There's an absolutely for you, Jess and Curtis. I said one. I was trying not to say that. It's harder than you would think not to. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody says absolutely for everything.
Yep.
Werewolves, yes.
Yep. But yeah, I think the Planetary Dog Toys werewolf is really cool.
Yeah. I like the look of that one, but it's not going to scale with the Mythic Legion size. He's gonna be big.
Yeah,
he's
eventually.
bigger than I thought he was gonna be. It looks fantastic, but yeah, he's gonna be really big, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, that's not Mythic Legions. That's a different line. I was hoping it would have been a little bit more, smaller scale, like the Crocker that they did. He's a big, beefy figure and everything, and he's hunched over, but he scales really well with Legions wise because of that. But with that wolf character, and I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name because he stands straight up. He's going to be a lot taller, and then the what is the tiger is going to be even bigger.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the Planetary Dog Toys has a werewolf template that you can put over the body. And
so wait, you don't know? Sebadom sculpted those.
Yeah, I know.
No, like that Planet Foray stuff. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know he
immediately went to that when you said.
Yeah, no, I was talking about just the Mythic Legions one.
I'm such a dope.
The one that they
yes, those parts are in scale with Mythic Legions.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying though. That the Foray whatever is definitely not to scale, but yeah, I get that.
Sorry.
But yes, I agree. To fight with the vampires, we need werewolves, and this is where I think that it needs to be bigger than a barbarian, but smaller than an ogre, than their deluxe ogre scales. So I feel like they need another size in between there.
Well, they do. That's the brute scale. And we haven't gotten any of those in hand. We got a taste of it with the centaur. His upper body is that slightly bigger scale, and it's not as big as ogre, So he's not that big honking, guy that I showed at the beginning of the show. It's that in between size from that standard 1.0 size and the ogre size. So it's that middle way that you're looking for. And I agree. If they do one, I hope it's that scale.
Yeah, and I also think they need a smaller scale, like for tinier characters, like what are they, imps or dwarves or
Imps and gnomes and things like that.
That's the thing I was trying to find. My tongue just wouldn't provide the answer.
And there's a way to do it.
I know.
But then you lose that point of articulation,
Right.
Which is kind of a bummer. But if he's just going to stand on your shelf, that's fine.
Yeah, but if Mythic Legions did one, they would have that scale, that articulation, and
you would think
in theory.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, so a gnome and a werewolf brute scale is, I think, is needed, and I want to see that. But yeah,
we are told it will come eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But maybe as they expand the cosmic legions and stuff, they'll be able to create, something new. Because look at that huge, the big guy. The blobby dude with the big dome head. I forget his name.
Slog.
Yeah, Slog. Yeah, so look at Slog. He's huge. Yes. Clawed hands and feet for the troll body. Yeah, I agree. And that's essentially what they have over at Planetary Dog Toys. They have extended forearms with claws, but I think I don't know if they have a system to work out how they had suggested like dowel rods to add, and it's just like, I don't know if I'm ready to do that.
That's my territory. That's customizer territory. Right. Which anybody that's buying those parts is probably a customizer anyway, or they know a customizer. So yeah. But for the troll body, troll scale, so that's something that doesn't exist yet. I don't think I've seen anybody make even.
For troll,
yeah, clawed and troll, clawed troll clawed feet and hands. I'll spit it out here in a second. I'm so sorry.
I think the closest thing we have to that right now is like Big Head Studios. They've been doing a lot of stuff with the ogre, or not, for the troll size body, I think. But so hopefully we'll get someone to do that. Let's see what's going on with these.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Captured at a great loss to their troops, Ilithia has tethered the immense fiend's will to her own, with the intent to use it in her eternal fight against Itheron and the many champions of light.
Yeah. Yep.
All sounds cool to me.
Yep.
So basically what you're saying is you want a Mythic Legions Cthulhu. No, I'm just
yeah.
some giant elder evil god or something.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
If they did that, it would need to be like bigger than ogre.
Bigger than a troll.
Yeah, bigger than a troll.
They keep saying that a 3-foot dragon's coming. So,
exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would ever be able to afford that, or have room to display that. I don't have room to display the toys I have right now.
You have that giant ass Thunder Tank too, so
Yeah, I know. It's sitting over there.
It's parked in the garage though, right?
Yeah, the garage of my table, which I'm talking to Liam to see if we can maybe do some sort of flooring, faux flooring to put down, and so I can have a little setup there, which I'm hoping we'll be able to do it. But I already have him on board for a couple different projects, like a shiny mirrored, floor for all my stormtroopers. Like,
oh yeah,
that would be so cool.
Kind of like what I did. You can't see it; it's right off camera. I'm showing you pictures though when I made them. Those black shelves.
Yeah,
I high glossed them suckers.
Yeah,
and when it's dusted and you've got all the stormtroopers lined up, you can see the reflection in it. It's
yeah, it's so awesome.
I have to dust, but it's I'd show it, but it's not.
Right.
I'll take pictures and post it some other time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can post them on our Facebook group, which we have our fan page that we're renovating and growing.
We're on Facebook, Geek-Men and Masters of the Thunder Nerds.
Yep, it's a group off of the main page, so if you don't see it, ask for help.
Yeah, and I'm always around, so you can message me or whatever, or just search it, you'll find it.
Yeah, I hope so anyway. But
we did make it. Did we? No, it's not. It's private. It's not public. So
it's a private group, but it can be accessed publicly. So
search it.
Yeah, you should be able to search it. It's just I didn't want people to be like, oh, anyone can see the group, because there'll be anyone can like say and do whatever, and it's just like,
no, it's a closed group,
so
it's a safe place, and we don't judge, we don't ridicule,
not too hard anyway.
Not that
we might give you a hard time.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinions, but it's not, somebody isn't going to go, oh, that's wrong and that's stupid, and no, it's not that kind of place.
Yeah.
We may tease each other a little bit, but it's all in good fun.
Taking the dust, I'm buying my office display. An air purifier. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I don't know if that works. That would be amazing.
That would probably help, but I don't think, like, you can't see what's around me. I'm surrounded by boxes again.
Oh, jeez. Didn't you just clear that out?
I did. It just takes about a week and it's filled back up again. I have a hard time telling people no. But yeah, you can't. I don't think I'd have room for an air purifier.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's hard to find glass cabinets that I have over here. I have 3 glass cabinets over here. I'm wanting to get more, but they're never in stock when I have the money, and then they disappear like immediately the second I do have money.
Yeah, that's a detolf, right? That's what they call them, a detolf.
Yep.
I've seen them in person. I don't own any, obviously.
Yeah.
I made these shelves myself. I cut them and sanded and stained and sealed and all that. I did all these just plain wooden shelves. So I don't have any detolfs. There's nowhere around me to buy any detolfs. I'm in Louisiana, and I think the closest IKEA is somewhere in Texas, and they want a couple $100 just for a delivery fee for one. One. That's not including the cost of buying the detolf.
Right.
So there's nowhere around me to even buy them. I've seen people in this area that have them, but it's like Omega Level Toys. He's got some. But he's a store. He's a store. He's got the statues and stuff set up in it. would I like to have some? Yeah, sure, absolutely, because I think that cuts down on the dust or whatever, doesn't it? But
Yeah,
I don't
well,
think
it's
I'll ever
supposed
have
to.
any. I don't think I'll ever have any.
Yeah.
This Thursday, getting my 2 modular DF120 cases. Can't wait after 2 years of waiting.
All acrylic with velvet bottom. Interesting.
That's a long time to wait.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Was it just because they were on back order, or you didn't have space, and you have space now,
Or both.
or both? It could be all of the above.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I'm podcasting from the basement, so my basement's weird. Like I have space over there, but then I also have my rocking chairs. That's where I sit and watch TV. So it's like I can't have stuff there, and it's like I could have stuff here, but there's the TV and all that stuff. So it's just awkward. There's no real
Oh yeah,
place to
no.
put anything.
Like what you see behind me,
Yeah,
that's what this room is. It's
right.
floor to ceiling shelves, except for this area to my right is my work table. This is where I make all the customs.
Right.
This is where the magic happens. So that wall is blank up to maybe 12 inches or so from the ceiling, which I've put another small shelf that's maybe 8 inches wide, and that runs the length of from this corner all the way around to where my window is. So it even goes above my door to my room, and I've got like plunderlings and stuff up there, small things. I've got a couple of gargoyle figure, not the NECA gargoyles, Stan Winston gargoyles.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of them. So I've got little things like that run up, and then behind my screen, my TV is mounted on the wall, and then I've got 4 shelves underneath that. I don't have wall space to hang pictures and posters and everything, except for behind the door, which I can't put shelves on, so I can't see unless I shut my door. So it's wall to wall isn't open. I've got stuff unopened.
Yeah.
Still sitting here in things that you can see that run and things you can't see below all of this.
Yeah, so okay, so he says no, the company usually takes that long. So that's crazy. But he says it's worth it with the lights because it apparently is lit up and stuff. That is nice because these don't come pre-lit. You have to buy lights separately, which was, I think it was maybe a total of $100, maybe, and that's including everything. But yeah, so yeah, I get that. He said, "Wow, a lot of room."
Yeah, no, I'm actually in a 10 by 10 room, so it's not a lot of room. It is not a lot of room.
Over 24 years of collecting still in boxes.
Yeah. Don't we all, though? I mean,
yeah.
I've got stuff that I bought to use for customs that I never have opened, and I'll never customize.
Right. Yeah, I'm that same way too. It's like if you don't customize it as you get the idea, it's your chances of actually completing that custom go way down because it's like, oh yeah, I'm all excited to do this, and then it sits, and then it sits, and then it sits, and then years go by, and you're like, why did I buy this again?
Yeah. I have boxes of stuff like that. I can't tell you how many. And usually I end up taking them down to Omega level toys and comics, and he loves that stuff. He's like, I haven't seen this stuff in years. This is great. So I have an out.
You take a bunch of Dragon Ball stuff.
I have an out at least. No, I haven't taken him any of the old Dragon Ball stuff that I have. All that stuff, most of it is loose anyway. So
I need to eventually send him all the Mythic Legions and stuff that I have sat piled, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna sell these eventually. have so many.
Sell or trade. You could do trade.
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
It's always an
Oh
option.
well. Yeah.
You know.
I also have unopened boxes since 2008, but soon all will be displayed. That's cool. That's a good feeling because like there's stuff I have on the other side of the basement that like all my original turtles I would love to get out. I have all my original Masters of the Universe and Thundercats and stuff. It's like this would be cool to display because I still have every toy from when I was a kid. I kept them all, never traded them, never did anything with them unless it broke. Then I have it,
I
and
wish
my
I could
parents
say
threw it away.
that. I
So
wish I
it's
could
like,
say that now. I've got a lot that I
yeah,
had, but there's some things that I don't, and it's no fault of mine. It was due to an accident.
mm-hmm.
We had a shed growing up in the backyard, and that's where some of my old stuff was, and it caught fire.
Oh, jeez,
So I lost some of my old childhood toys in a fire. I know at one point I had a My Pet Monster plush. I am going to constantly lament about that until I finally make one. um, I had the big Diplodocus Dino Rider battery
uh,
operated dude where he walked and he had the big things on the side you could put over him for his armor with the turrets and things.
yeah,
I had I swear to God, it was like a 112 scale Knight Rider. It was Michael Knight and Kit, and Kit was
mm.
electronic, and you push his license plate, and he said phrases from the show.
Oh,
The doors opened. I just it's gone,
that would have been
just
cool.
up in smoke, you know. But it
Yeah,
is what it is. I still have a bunch of my original turtles, things like that. I was real big into dinosaurs. I had a lot of dinosaur toys. I still have those.
yeah,
So I've got a good bit of my childhood stuff, but I've got a lot of things from my entrance into adult action figure collecting that I got swept up in. Oh, I'm gonna buy this. It might be valuable one day, and it's
right.
not. It's not. It's some of it.
Well, we cannot confirm or deny that we'll be at Legion's Con. Definitely trying for it, but it's
Yeah,
up in the air.
we'll see. We'll see. It's still a few months away. A lot can happen. Um, a lot can happen on a day to day basis with me even. Like I'm not
Yeah,
on a lot of the shows that we do because of my schedule, my home schedule, and my work schedule. A lot of
yeah,
times I don't know if I'm going to do something until it's very last minute.
yeah,
Um, this show, I was just talking with you, Dustin, last night, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to do a show? Maybe we can just talk about the All Star Six and stuff. I'll do that
yeah,
pop and spot." And you're like, "Yeah, all right."
yeah. It's like I don't got anything going on.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
a lot of
exciting.
things it's very last minute with
One.
me. So I will not know about Legions Con until probably at the last minute.
Legion's Con until it's like, yep, I'm walking in the door.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I have 48 hours to get there. Okay, I'm hitting the road.
Yeah,
I really don't know. I don't know.
yeah,
I can't answer that.
yeah. Me either. I mean, because there's stuff that I want to go to. Because okay, so I I've been pretty much quarantined for the last couple years because of cancer and everything. So it's to the point where I'm finally able to start doing things. It's like I'm trying to talk. It's be like, hey, can we get to PowerCon? Can we get to Legion's Con? And it's just like we don't really have money because I'm on disability right now, especially. So it's like real tight, and it's like I don't know, will we be able to afford it? It's like, do we buy our tickets now or buy them at the door? Or it's just like when we get there, it's going to be difficult. So
Well, that's the good thing about this year for Legions Con is you don't have to get your tickets early. There is a special promo price for getting your tickets early. I don't think they're quite sold out yet, but I do believe Jeremy said that they are going to have tickets at the door. That's something that I couldn't do last year, but they're at a much bigger venue this year. So if you are last minute like me, at least that will be an option.
Yeah. So he says, I'd love to go, but I don't think it'll happen. Too rooted in this place like an old tree. Yeah, I hear ya.
That would be a hell of a trip for you, too. That's...
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but
sorry.
I would love to hang out with you one day. You know, I've known you for a long time, man, since those old message board days.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when he would show stuff, you know, and he was sculpting. He wasn't using ZBrush. He was using another program, I believe. I don't remember what name that was, but I always remembered seeing his stuff, and his stuff always was like, that's damn cool. I would like that, you know. Very talented dude.
Yeah.
Still is. He's still doing it. He's still sculpting stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, if you can do it, more power to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's some people it comes naturally. Others, like me, I struggle with it. I'm more of a hands-on sculptor.
Yeah.
This digital age thing. There's a wall there, and I haven't broke through yet.
Yep, I hear that. Yep. I don't know.
But on that note, I am going to have to call it a night.
Yep.
So I want to thank all of you guys that came out and hang out with us.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
I think we'll probably be doing another show tomorrow.
What's your show tomorrow?
I don't know yet. It's another last minute.
It's a last minute thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Really Big Kid. Thank you, Billy.
Yep. Thanks.
Somebody else popped in. They said something like close to the beginning. Jessica, I think it was.
Yeah, Jessica. Yeah, she usually attends.
Thank you to the people that are going to rewatch this later. Come in for the fun.
Yep.
You know, sorry you couldn't be here during the live, but
yeah,
you know, that's why we post them so you can come back and see.
Yep, absolutely.
So if you're feeling froggy, join the Facebook group.
Yep.
One of us will get the message that, hey, I want to join, and we'll get you approved, get you in.
Yep, and there's also merch. Stop by our merch store, buy some cool stuff.
Yeah, what is that store? Where do you go for that?
You go to my link tree. It's up in there, or you can hit the merch store on YouTube. There's a little YouTube thing, and it says, "Hey, merch store," and you click that, and it takes you to it. So, lots of options for different things. If there's something you want, let me know, and I'll see if I can get it added. And yeah, I'll send out a link too. But
I may have some ideas for some designs.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah. All right. With that, thank you. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Peace.
I'm Zombie.
And I'm Dustin.
Peace out.
Oh, wait. No, we want to do this first.